So, just a little recorded snippet before I have the rest of the video up here. This stream is incredibly frustrating. It was bad for me, and I'm assuming that it will be similarly bad for you watching through it. So if you want to skip and just follow along the installation guide posted on Odin Project, then that I would recommend. We eventually make it all the way through the installation guide, through getting the virtual machine set up, Linux installed, Ubuntu installed, and then ending with installing and ensuring that Google Chrome is working. I had latency issues and a lot of dropped frames throughout the stream. This might be a recurring issue. We'll have yet to see. So I'm uploading this here in case anybody wants to follow along with the YouTube videos, but that is the summary of the stream, why it's so fragmented, and what you missed, which was not much, just a lot of me pulling my hair out. So enjoy the vid. I'm gonna go ahead and start. So as is going to become the tradition, I'm going to light the candle and gonna get started. Today the lesson starts on like introduction to installing. So I've already done some of these steps, but I will guide you through what I've done so far. So this is our installation guide for setting up a virtual machine and Ubuntu on a Windows machine. And I went ahead and just went with Ubuntu or xubuntu because it's what's recommended and they have the setup guide. I'll have to do more research for myself on like what I want to set up in the future as like my personal environment, but I think this will be good for going through their going through their like guides and lessons because it's what they're based in. So if you're using Mac, Ubuntu, and have Google Chrome, then you can skip this section, but the computer I'm streaming from is a Windows, so I will need to install this OS. So step one is our OS installation, and I'm just gonna check on this stream. And let's see. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. So I picked the virtual machine option because it's recommended and because it feels easiest, I guess. So installing a virtual machine is the easiest and most reliable way to get started. A VM is an entire computer that runs within your computer. So it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a virtual computer that is run on your computer's hardware. The main drawback is that it can be slow, but we'll do a few things to improve its performance. So the first step is downloading both VirtualBox and xubuntu. So they have these instructions, which were very straightforward. So installing is a very simple process. This is an Oracle's guide to create and run the VM. So it's open source, free, and simple. Once we've completed this step, we're expected to work completely in the VM. So I'll be moving, once this is all set up, I'll be moving from this screen that we're on right now over to the virtual machine to re-log into Odin Project, and then do this again. Hopefully we'll have better luck with the hopefully it won't be quite so laggy this time. I've had this problem in the past, but it was when I was running like control, and my internet card at that point had gone out. So hopefully that's not the case again, because that would be very sad, and I would need to, yeah, I would need to fix that, but so back to it. I have the VirtualBox downloaded, I have xubuntu, the methods downloaded. So the setup is really easy for the VirtualBox. Just follow the steps listed here. Installing, very straightforward, and then once it's set up, I actually have it like open on my computer right now. We'll launch the program and then hit the new button, which looks like that, and then name it xubuntu, and then everything else you basically leave as is. Looks like this, and then whatever memory size. Oh, sound isn't playing? Oh no! I'm just gonna check on some things. Alright, we're gonna look at some screening, or at some output details so that I am hopefully yeah. I might not actually. Ooh. I know this is so exciting to watch me do right now. I'm so sorry. Okay. It is better now? Okay. Okay. So sorry, this is the worst content ever. Me just like struggling with my stream settings. Cool. I am going to write that on a sticky note though for next time, so that I'll just double check. That way we don't. Some things were learned. Some things were learned for sure. Sorry about that. Ba-ba. Cool. Okay. I'm going to continue and hope that we're good. Yeah. Back at it. Okay, so we've named, now it should appear in the menu, and we'll click on it, settings, then you can adjust processors, so it says to set it to 2 processors, and then if you have more than 1 monitor, which I don't, you can have we're back, sort of. We're gonna get everything reset up. So I have a loading project again. Cool. And then I will put my little face on top of it. And I want to double check my audio input. Let's do this one. Cool, hopefully that is making sound. We'll see. I believe it should be. All right. Cool. Go back in here. Great. So, continue through the steps. Install and enable guest editions. So this helped me use my mouse both in the VM and then on my host computer, but it was already set up for me. I don't know how I was blessed like that, but that's how it was. So now while with the VM running, click on the Whisker menu, type software updater. I think this may be where I left off actually. Yes, because I had just set up the VM and I had installed xubuntu, and then I had completed the installation, and then it like restarted, but then wasn't doing anything. I hit the enter button and then it rebooted. So I'm going to make this half of a page and then have this one up next to it, and we will edit this a little bit. I am running. Okay, so window capture, I'm gonna add, and then that is going to be our virtual machine manager. Yep, so I'm gonna make that smaller. Sorry for narrating everything that I'm doing right now. Oh my goodness. Cover my face. Okay. So, make that smaller. Okay. Okie dokie. We're gonna run an oklo test to try to fix the stream. So it's thinking about it, it's running the test, it's thinking about it. Cool. Okay. So I might screenshot that. Minimize. And then I will put it in. We're just gonna post it so we can look at it. It's thinking about posting the picture. It's thinking about it. But it said download was 22 and then upload was 3, so maybe a little slow. Looks like people are also watching some other things. I might actually stop the stream because I'm a little overwhelmed right now. This is kind of awful and I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna do that test again so that I have the numbers to type into chat. And I'm very sorry for all of the dead air. I should have been talking through all of that. Just having a bit of trouble on this one today. Yes, connection issues. Oh, the buffering, so bad. Okay. All right, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot. So, if you're still here, hi again, it's me. I have fiddled around with a bunch of the stream options, so it might work now. It might not still. So, we'll see, and I am so sorry for totally blasting all of you with my go live notifications because I could not figure out, I did not look into how to turn this off yet. So, here we go. And I'm just going to continue with the setup. I'm gonna try it. If it works, amazing. I might cry so happy. And if not, then we will have at least tried. And that's great in my eye. So, here we are. I'm going to bring up our virtual machine. So, minimizing that. Looking at the Wi-Fi. Still looks good. Here is the VM VirtualBox. Can you see it? Yay, it's on the screen. Fantastic. And we're going to start it up. This is going to start it up. It's doing its thing. It's booting up. Alright, there it is. I'm going to switch this VM capture over to our virtual machine. Anytime you want to. I'm going to delete that one. Yes. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? That's that one. Yay, there we go. We did it. I'm just gonna make this a little larger. Okay. A little smaller, actually. Someone's giving me a call. I'm sure you can hear it. It's vibrating very loudly on the little desk. I'm going to screen it, see what they have to say for themselves, and go back into this. So, we're going to click on the whisker menu. It's going to ask us to type software updater in there, and then we're going to do that. So, boop. I already know this information, so I'm exiting out of it. Here's click on this, and I'm typing in software updater. There it is. In the text file that opens. Oh, nope. Okay. Install any updates, so we're just going to wait for this to do its thing. And then while that's happening, I'm going to double check on this stream. Looks like it's not super behind. That's great. That is fantastic. Okay. Oh, that's so nice that it actually shows the bit I didn't even. Cool. Okay. Back to what we were doing before though. So this is still checking for updates. It's doing its thing. We got the spinning wheel. Ooh. Okay. Update software is available for this computer. Do I want to install it? Yes I do. I'm gonna click install now. Alright, while that's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down, start reading through some more of this. If it is stuck waiting for an... Oh, I gotta put my password in here. Alrighty. If it is stuck and waiting for an unattended upgrade to finish, reboot and restart. So we're just gonna watch it a little bit while it's doing its thing. Open a terminal. Open a terminal with the Control Alt T. Makes sense because you're telling it a terminal. Or opening the whisker menu. Why can I not speak right now? Opening the whisker menu and typing in terminal, which is way slower. Cool. Then we will copy and paste this text into the terminal, but I'm going to wait to do that until the software updater is finished with what it is doing. So what we're going to do while we wait, I'm just double checking on the stream. Looks like we are still operational. Fantastic. We have not died in the lag land yet. Yay. Oh, gonna stretch. I hope y'all's Wednesday is just going well, because it's been a long day. Still doing this thing. While we're waiting on that, what I might do is bring my camera forward so you can see more of my face. Oops, there we go. And yeah, I'll bring this to the side so that we can maybe do some Python syntax while we are waiting on that to finish. So give me a minute, I'm just gonna adjust these windows ever so slightly so that they are the right size. Much better. It's not perfect, but it's much better. Okay. While we are waiting on that, let's go ahead and type in here what we had started earlier. This is our Python. So all that it has talked about so far is strings. So we had started with defining a variable, entering a string into it, and then printing that to our output screen. So we had, in the last lesson, defined a variable called parrot, and we put a string called Norwegian blue in there. Or we input a string Norwegian blue in there, sorry. And then we had printed the length of Norwegian blue by calling that variable with the length method. So this time we're going to do the same exact thing, only we're doing lower. That is the lower method. And then we will put Norwegian blue afterwards. So it is a little weird because the dots are different than the no dots. So we'll run this. It'll print to our output screen. All lowercase Norwegian blue. So if it has a dot, normally we'll put it after the variable or after the string that we want it to interact with. If it does not have a dot, you can more so assume that it is going to be at the beginning of the print whatever. It is going to be doing the thing to all of that string, and you'll put the variable name or the string inside of the parentheses instead. But we're moving on to the next one. Same thing we're going to do with upper, so we'll call upper, and I am going to just try this. I don't believe it is a dot, but it might be. So we'll start with parrot dot upper parentheses and see if that does it. And it does. It is a dot. So we'll keep on going. Just gonna check on the stream because I'm paranoid about it. Amazing. We're still looking pretty okay. Cool. Back to our coding. Python syntax. Woohoo! Now we're going to do string converts a numerical value into a string. So, or any non-string variable, it will turn it into a string, which is very useful. I'm gonna check on our virtual machine is still going. So we're gonna create a variable called pi. Oops. Pi on line 4, and this is gonna be equal to 3.14. And then we're gonna call a string, but we're gonna call it a string. So we're gonna put our variable in there, and then run it. Now we'll be able to print it. Just for grins and giggles, we're going to print pi without calling it a string and see if it gives us a syntax error. But no, it's still returning the same thing. This just means that we can now have, we can use 3.15 in interaction with other strings. So I'm sure it will talk on that in just a moment. So dot notation. This is what I was talking about just a few minutes ago. It's when some of these methods will require the variable to go inside of the method, and some of them will have the variable and then dot in the method. Not me doing all sorts of hand movements and things. So we're going to oh, our virtual machine did something. It did something. It's just hanging out now. Okay, so I will type my oh, it just went to sleep. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, cool. All right. So on line 3, we're going to call the function length of ministry, and then on line 4, we're going to say ministry dot upper, and then run. Something super nice about this in browser environment is that it is doing all of our code. It's doing all of our syntax for us, so it's automatically doing another set of the end bracket of the parentheses, the second of the quotation marks for anything that I'm doing, and it's kind of nice. Okie dokie. Printing strings. So the area where we've been writing code is called the editor, and then the console is where things have been printing to. That is a good distinction, because when we start on JavaScript, then our actual line of code that we write that's going to say print is actually console log instead of print. Just another syntax, different way of saying the same thing, but it is calling that the console within the code itself. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to say print, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say vary is equal to quantity. Actually, I think what I can do is just, we'll see if this works, and if it doesn't, that's great, because we'll have learned that it doesn't work. But it does. It works. So we can just say that. There is a syntax difference between Python 2 and Python 3, where I think this will work for both here. But it does require the parentheses in Python 3, I believe. Just a good distinction to know for next time, for in the future. So we're going to declare a variable called the machine goes, and then we're going to set this to ping. Ping! Our virtual machine is still doing its thing. Alrighty. And then we're going to print the machine goes. So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, where you can have strings interacting with each other. So it's called concatenation. If you've worked a lot in Excel, you've probably seen this before, where you have like a long list of a longer list of strings that you bring together. I'm just going to answer in chat right quick. Cool. Alright, so our virtual machine has finished doing its thing. We're just going to restart and cool. I'm gonna click on this and read it. It says that cool. Yeah. We're booting up. Okie dokie, while that's doing its thing, I am going to continue on. So strings come together, they do their thing. Yay, we're up and running. Sorry, I'm so scatterbrained right now. Okay, back to the Odin project. While I'm in here, I'm going to open up a terminal. If you'll follow my super context switch, we're moving from Python syntax back to the virtual machine setup. We're going to left control. Ooh, things are happening. Control Alt T. There we go. And then I'm going to copy and paste. So there's copy this one. I'm going to paste it in here. If that's going to work. Nope. Nope. Sudo apt install Linux headers dash this unname I want to see if that's a dash or if that's actually I think I'm gonna R parentheses space build essential DKMs, and then I'm gonna go in here and copy and paste this in my URL just to make sure that it looks right. Yes, okay. Okie dokie, and then here's gonna be my this one. I don't know if it's gonna show on stream, but I only use this for my virtual machine, so I don't particularly. Oh, do the thing, please. So OBS just crashed and then reopened. I'm not sure what that was about. And now we're back to being a little unstable. Interesting. Just gonna look at some things. Thought I had this figured out. Now it looks like less so. Less figured out than I had anticipated. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. And now it says also that we're unstable, but oh well, we are going to keep on keeping on, keep doing the things. Gonna try to figure out how to put my information in here. Minimize and open back up. I'm gonna close. Yeah, I'm gonna close the close window. Try that again. So we're gonna open up a terminal. I'm actually going to web browser, then log into Odin project through here. If the stream goes down again, if OBS crashes again, then I'll just complete this process and come back when possible, because it's really I get like a couple of minutes of good stream and then it crashes. I thought I had fixed it. Tragic. Okay. Well, I do feel at least good that we got something done. Cool. I'll just keep the stream up for now. I know that it's not high quality and it kind of is garbo a little bit, but I'll keep it up and yeah. I'll just keep setting this up. So we'll go to Odin project. Cool. I like the little mouse pointer. It is so cute. I'm actually gonna pause this one. Where did it go? I swear I know how to do things, and then as soon as I go to do it on stream, it's like I can't do anything. So, yes. I'm just signing in to my account and wanted to hide that information, but I will be back with the virtual machine very quickly. Next. Next. Gotta do it again. gonna get logged in. Two-factor, yes, it is me. Great. Okay, I'm gonna put that back in the stream. Window capture. Okie dokie. That is our virtual machine. Yes, it is. Amazing. So at this point, I think I could get rid of the Odin project currently running in our window in our host machine. I can get rid of that one, but I'm gonna click resume. I'm gonna keep it up for now for my little safety net because still a little worked. Okay. From here, I can scroll down to where we were at. I can copy and paste that command to make sure that it is correct. So here that is. I will copy and we'll go back to our terminal and then paste it. Paste it. Okay, great. I'm gonna hit enter. And now I'm gonna enter. Oh, if it'll let me. Why does it not let me? So it's letting me enter, but it's not letting me actually type the password, so I'm just gonna try, I guess. Okay, so it was just making it invisible. I'm silly sometimes. Okay, so alright. Now that we are logged in, if you get the following error, paste the following. So I'm going to go back through here. And it looked like we did get that error because it says error unable to locate package via Linux headers. So we're going to go to sudo apt install build essential. We're going to copy it again. We're going to paste this into here. I'm going to paste and then hit enter. Then it's doing its thing. It's going to ask me for my password again. Yes, I would like to continue. Okie dokie. So that has just, oh, it's going fast. It was going slow and then it's going fast. Great. Stream is looking good again, which is great. I am stoked. I hope it continues that way. Two minutes left. Alright, so once that finishes doing its thing, we'll click devices on the toolbar, so that's up here. And it'll ask us to insert, it'll have an option for insert guest edition CD image. But we're still waiting on our terminal. It says it has like 2 minutes left. Just hanging out. I will combine what I can from the very many streams today into a video and post it on the YouTube over at Alicia Reagan. So that'll be on YouTube, available if people want to check that out. Yeah, because today was kind of a mess. But we made it through. We've got some things setting up. If I can get through this setup, then I will be stoked. I still don't know what's going on with the whole stream palooza, why it crashes occasionally, but might just be something that I need to like look at for a little while to figure it out. So progress is being made. Look at that little green bar, those number signs going through the, that's a cute way to depict. I like it. I like that. That's a good touch. Oh, it's thinking. It's thinking. Okay, it seems like it has completed. So it looks like it's completed, so I'm going to close the terminal. Terminal is closed. Now we're going to go up to devices. We're moving on to the next step. Super exciting. So devices, we're going to go to insert guest edition CD image. We're going to wait for the CD image to mount. So a window will show at the top right of the VM. Like that. Perfect. I'm going to come back here. Well, if you see a file manager window appear, then confirm the presence of a file named vbox linux editions .run. So we're gonna just come through here, vbox linux editions .run. Looks great. If that's present, you can move on to 13. If you don't see it, then there are additional steps. So if you are doing this alongside and need some assistance, that would be how you grab that step. So in the window we opened, which is right up here, we're going to click File, File, open terminal here. I am a little worried. Okay. I'm thinking it wants us to run this, to click on it. Oh, file. Wow, I'm special sometimes. Okay. This is saying to click file, open terminal here. So file, open terminal here. Cool. And then this is not quite what I was expecting. Yeah. I'm gonna exit out of that because we can just open a new one. So I'm gonna click File, open terminal here. Okay, cool. We're running with it. In the newly opened terminal window, paste this, copy and paste, run. Great. So now it's doing its thing. It's thinking about copying all those installation modules. I'm going to click back to this main page. Once it finishes, close the terminal, right click on the CD, starting with oh, I got sleepy. Cool. I think this is done. So I'm gonna close. It'll tell me, oh, cancel. It's still running, seems like. Cool. Oh, these are instructions that are not included here. The newly opened terminal, paste this. Because it's not finished, and I don't know which one to do, so I guess I'm going to do all. I will copy this guy and then paste. Or it's just gonna continue to do its thing. Copy. Paste and run. Cool. I guess. Running kernel launches will not be replaced until the system is restarted. Great, so we can close this now. Close the window. And now we will click on the CD under devices. So we'll go to devices up here. And to File Manager window. Wow. Sometimes I'm so smart, y'all. Sometimes I just am not the brightest, gotta say. Okay, we're gonna click on this guy. And what are we gonna do? We are going to... I lost my spot. Oh, we'll click eject. So we'll click eject. Reboot. So we're going to open up another terminal. I'm gonna close this. We'll open up a terminal, so terminal is open, and then we're gonna hit reboot, reboot, and then hit enter. It's gonna do its thing. Yay! Okay, so that allowed us to... Oh, this is so nice. So we can now make this bigger, and it gets bigger Wow. So we can now maximize the VM window, create additional displays, and use many useful other features. These are available in the VM toolbar under View and Device. So note, if upon trying to start the VM, you only get a black screen, close and power off. Click Settings to Display, and make sure to enable 3D acceleration. To unenable it, to make sure that it's unchecked. And video memory is set to at least 128 megabytes. Okay. Okay. So step 3, understand your new virtual machine. Here are some tips to get you started in a virtual environment. All your work will happen on the VM, so it will install everything you need for coding, including text editors, language environments, and various tools inside of the VM. The xubuntu installation inside of your VM comes with a web browser pre-installed, but we'll be installing Chrome shortly. To install software on your VM, you'll follow the Linux Ubuntu installation instructions from inside the xubuntu VM. You might need to take screenshots when asking for help on our Discord. Here's how, depending on where you use it. So inside of the VM, you can press Shift Print Screen to take screenshots of your screen. Alternatively, you can use the whisker menu and type screenshot, in which you can choose to take a screenshot of your entire screen, the current window, or a select certain area to capture. And then on your host, you can use a shortcut of the host key. So right Control E, or View, take screenshot for a full screen. A different way would be unfocusing your VM by clicking outside of it, then using a regular Windows shortcut to take, excuse me, so sorry, to take a screenshot of a portion of your screen. Remember, all the development that you'll do related to the Odin project should be done in the VM. We recommend going full screen and forgetting about your host OS. For best performance, close all programs inside of your host OS while running your VM. So that might be part of. So when I'm streaming, I will only have up OBS, Twitch, and the virtual machine, but I will have those two former up and running because I need to be able to check on the stream, as we have seen today. So yes, if you added additional monitors, you can run full screen with multiple, but it may take more video memory. That doesn't really apply to me since I don't have multiple monitors. And then safely shutting down. So we don't pull the plug on the computer every day. So when we hit the X button, it could damage or degrade some files. So this is what I've been doing, has been shutting it off through the whisker menu. So you come up here to the whisker menu, and then right over here there is this power button. So I'm just gonna read through that again. Click on whisker menu, modify your session or shut down, like that, and then you'll click shut down. You can also shut down from inside of the terminal, so you can hit the Control-Alt and then type power off, and it'll shut everything down. And then shutting down from the outside, the last way to accomplish safely shutting off is by using the VM interface. So clicking on the File tab and hitting the Close button, which also has a power icon, will bring up a pop-up titled Close Virtual Machine. So if we go here and then hit Close, it'll bring it up, asking if we want to save the machine state, send it to shutdown signal, or power off the machine, which looks like that. To be safe, click the Send Shutdown Signal. Oh, and hit OK. This will safely power down your VM and your files will not get corrupted. Great to know, because I had previously done that with the power off the machine. So, oops on that one. So, now we will download Google Chrome, because all the lessons are based in Chrome. They are also overwhelmingly used by developers and are recommended very intentionally. So, look at this usage share of web browsers. I'm fine without that. So choose your operating system. That's going to be a Linux. We are going to open your terminal. Let's see if I can remember. Yay, we did it first try. Amazing. And run the following command to download the latest oh, sorry, I was scooting my chair. I hope that was not inappropriate. But actually what I'm going to do before that is I'm going to go over here, click web browser. It's going to open up Mozilla Firefox, I believe. It's going to think about opening Mozilla Firefox. Okay, there we go. We did it. We did it. Cool. And it even preloaded with the page that we were on before. Great. I'm going to scroll down to the Google Chrome installation for Linux. Oh. Alright, and now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to exit out of, or I'm going to stop sharing the other window, the this window, the Odin project from OBS. So all of everything will just be from our virtual machine. So I'll make that bigger and I'll bring my face back. There we go. And I'm going to go into full screen mode with this guy. So we have our oh, cool. Great. That's just what I wanted. Now we can copy and paste this into our terminal. Copy and then paste. So we're just going to paste it, run it, and it's going to download download the Google Chrome package. Super exciting. Alright, 97%. Great. Now that that is done, we're going to run this command. So copy, paste, run. It's going to ask for my password again. I'm going to get so good at entering this. There we go. And it's going to work on it. Cool. So once that is finished, we are going to run this command to delete the installer. But it needs to finish installing first, so. I feel like we made a lot of progress today. You may not have seen all that went on behind the scenes, but there was a lot of head scratching and frustrated tea drinking, and yeah, it's been a day, but I think we figured some things out, and I think the stream's gonna be better for it. Hopefully it already is, even though I don't know why. No. Yeah, I don't know why the stream, my OBS crashed, but paste, run. Oh, did it not like that? I'm gonna try it again. Cannot remove because no file exists. Great, perfect. And now we will just type Google Chrome. Make it the default browser. Automatically send usage. Yes. Okay. So, now that all of that is done, we're going to mark this as complete. I am going to exit out of Mozilla and end the stream because we accomplished, I think that was everything that I needed for today. And next time we will be back and it will hopefully run smoother. Yeah, Friday. See y'all on Friday. It's going to be a fantastic time. So, have a great evening. Sorry, I'm trying to find OBS. There, found it. Alright. Ciao. Alright, so if you watched all of that and you still made it to the end, kudos to you, because I don't know that I would have. But anyway, if you have any questions on setup for the virtual machine or xubuntu or downloading Google Chrome or any of that, or any of the steps that I took to potentially improve the stream quality, just put those comments down below. I will see them and get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, if you have any suggestions on things that you want to see, things you want, oh, camera's doing a thing. Okay, yeah, just let me know. And I will see you all in the next one. Alright, ciao.